Meet me outside, meet me outside. Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get it tied. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip though. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm buying crypto. I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing the shit and making it great. Let me say. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, every day we come to you with a live talking about this crypto news, technical analysis, back down, playing up and down with the subscribers, 1.45, just one short of the 1.46. Sometimes a word or sometimes hackers and people do come in and don't get, and you know what, I've noticed that a lot of people who don't do good, all the bad doers, they've been coming in this channel and leaving immediately because I've wiped them all out except for one person. You could see them comment every single day. They're a piece of you know what. But coming in, hit the like and subscribe. Wall Street Pete, become a subscriber. Hit that bell, all notification. It's free. Bitcoin expiring on options here. Taking a peek right now. And if you see tomorrow, we have a lot of Bitcoin, a lot of open interest here. Paying attention to the calls and the puts. If you could see here from this chart. And quite frankly, we have a decent amount tomorrow getting ready to expire. So we'll talk about that and how that's over. How much? Almost 80K BTC. So if you pay attention between the long and the short positions here about to expire. Talk about that happening tomorrow, how that could affect us. And we don't have much more of a big jump here. So you see 100 Bitcoin all the way to the end of March. So we do have some big moves coming here, it looks like. And tomorrow, we could probably talk about that. Right now, from the daily to the 4 hourly. And that's what we're coming back and forth to on the Bitcoin chart here real quick before we get into the news. 2 times the 4 hourly, excuse me, we have found some type of support. Now, the number I've noticed on the Fibonacci is really 23.6. My technical analysis was 23.7. We were 100 off from the fib. And if you do the fib accurately, it does say 23.6, and we have actually touched there. So it does actually make sense. The fib is more accurate than Wall Street Pete. Sue me. None of this is financial advice. Speaking of that, do your own research. Every single day, we hit the like, subscribe, and notice that one day we can go on a ride. We want to build some boring sideways action. I would not be upset if this happens. So we'll see if we can build this zone and keep trading in and out of here. If we can keep getting this would be fantastic. A nice little zone to trade into. And as we come into Sunday, we'll know if we're going to get a rejection or not, right? If we don't break this through before Sunday, you're going to have a pretty good understanding of that this zone here that we're trading in. Well, we could stay in here and eventually break up, get her phone number at 25,136. It's like going into the restaurant, going into the laundromat, excuse me, wanting to go to a restaurant or get a coffee with her. And finally, she says yes, but so far the answer is no, as you can see from the chart. Getting rejected over and over until we can finally either break here or break through the support that we are now establishing. So that is the 4 hourly. Now looking at the daily could be catching up, and it's doing, we finally got 2 big strong days at the 21.6 that the fib is telling us. So that makes more sense, right? F Wall Street Pete's TA. Let's do the actual real TA. I thought that was real TA. I was $100 off. So it is pretty good still. It's just, we're going to update that, right? 23.6 was the magic number. 23.7, we were pretty close. It'll continue to be the magic number until we break through or find this to be. So big support 2 different times. How many more times will it take? What's up, Gary? Good morning to you. Don't have to tell you to hit the like and subscribe, or at least the like button. You are already subscribed. So we're talking about this big, massive wave, this big move. Will we come down? Well, I think that where I draw the line in the sand is the 22,300 price. So take it for what it's worth if we break through there. Obviously, I'm expecting expected the next support level to be around there. But I do think that from some of the news and some of the moves we're getting here, this does look like it could be a nice move. And if we do get a nice pull up from this point in time, 38.2 pullback is pretty obvious as a big price to the upside. And I think we'll break straight through. If not, we will come back, retest down to the 50% here. As I can see, this might be a really strong indicator. And drawing the line in the sand, taking a read back, yeah, I would really take that back because this is an indicator here at 50%. I'm trying to see if I could show people that. Let's see if we could do it. There we go. Trying to get these candles to move and show you the 50% move. Daily. Can I do it on the 4-weekly without it being in the way? Here we go. 50% move, 23,200. So that actually is not far from my number of the draw the line in the sand. So if we do break that, obviously we're going to pay close attention to where we would be bouncing next. And like I said, draw the line in the sand, 22,300. I don't even think we're going to come there. I think we're doing really nice and we're bouncing up pretty good here. So once we find ourselves breaking above this price and finishing a daily above the 20,056 price, I am confident and do believe a daily price. Now this is a daily. As you can see how many times we had a hard time getting above 24.8 to finish on a daily. So 24.8 to finish on a daily is pretty hard to do. So if we can do the 25,056 and finish this daily candle coming in, as you can see, we're negative. We got to stay above that 23.6 now that we're adjusting. It was 23.7, Wall Street Pizza number. This is still very important. Looking at this oscillator is very important. So let's pay attention to the oscillator. Oscillator down here. And it looks like a pretty good buying zone. Last few times we were oversold on this line. And this is my magic line. I put this here. So please don't take this as a technical point. It is my technical point of the extended MACD. I do appreciate it because it's like the MACD on steroids. This is not the MACD. This is. If you want to know what the oscillator is, because it's one of the best ones out there, and I'm letting you know for free, it is the stochastic ATR volatility oscillator. Wall Street Pete loves it. And then he comes in and uses the MACD on steroids, the impulse MACD. I like to put it in there. I have to adjust all the colors again. It would drive me nuts. If you want to know how to do that, maybe we'll do it for you real quick right here, and we'll pay attention to it for you. Get into depth here so you can understand how important it is. Let's see. Settings. You come right here. Change the colors. Make them all relatively the same. And then you will see how important it is. I already made them 2 different colors, right? Imagine saying that and then doing something different. Yep, right there we're going to go. I like that color the best. So let's go right there. All right, so we got them. Impulse history. We want to be something totally different. What I have for the impulse history was really standing out. I want it to be similar to that. This is going to be different. I'm not going to like this. So I did the colors differently last time. And the histogram you have to keep the same. And these colors we probably want to do different. We want orange on the cross line. So that's... Where is that? Your signal line, you always want orange. So as long as you do your signal line orange and you do your MACD line blue, you will never have a problem. Let's do dark blue so we can see that. Now let's hit OK and see where we're at. This looks like a hot mess here. But this is usually what I do, and I get a good indicator. This is not good on the MACD when I can't see where my blue line is. Where's my blue line? Okay, so check the settings. Go back into your settings and see where your midline is there. Impulse history, impulse MACD signal. We're looking for our MACD impulse. It's the same color. That's your problem. We did a tutorial on this, so if you want to see how to do the tutorial and how to get it set up nice, you'll be able to find till you get the MACD line here and we'll come through. So a lot of people are finding disinterest, but right here, this is my main oscillator. I'm going to have to go back to my own tutorial. Could you laugh about that? I didn't save it. But here on the daily, Bitcoin is very bullish, so I'm finding ourselves to come through. I know we spent a lot of time. It's now 9 minutes into the video, but if you pay attention, it seems like the pullback was really strong and we were exactly on point here. So big important video from yesterday. If you watch yesterday's video, very important. Total crypto market cap is looking pretty strong, 1.1 trillion market cap. Crypto bubble, we are having OP optimism in the lead right now for the top 100 coins, about 18%. Engine coming in second, pretty strong at 14. But getting into what we wanted to talk about, right? Chainlink looking good at 8.5%. 10% Lido looking good. IMX at 8%. Getting into the crypto market, this is all Wall Street PCs, right? Go to a movie. That is my thought of a hot date. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Spotify, with some Spotify news. Today is the 23rd, so if you were wondering, it is February 23rd. It is Thursday. 6 a.m. news. About 3 hours old, Spotify starts testing ways to access music via NFTs. So we're just talking about some NFTs. We're going to get into a little bit of them. And we talked about NBA Top Shop in the future. Is that worth it? And so we'll see what happens with Spotify. Does it excel? Does it make it happen? Bitcoin Fear Index, Greed Index, we're at 56 currently right now. If you notice, we've been in the greed. The last month it was neutral. So hopefully we are flipping the trend here. This is usually a nice flip here, telling you where we're going. I do believe we did hit the bottom at 16.5. And NBA Top Shop. Big question, very important. We're going to have to go through this for a while now. Are NBA Top Shop NFT securities? The jury is out. And a lot of people are saying, are NBA Top Shop NFT securities? Well, we've been holding these for a couple of years. A U.S. federal court is evaluating exactly that, courtesy of a new class action lawsuit. The ruling likely will only be a testament of Dapper Labs and their NBA Top Shop product, but there very well could be lessons to learn from whatever things land. The interim and early denial to Dapper Labs' motion to dismiss the case suggests that there very well could be legs to the discussion. So they're talking about an old rule and what it would mean. So we're going to see and find out if crypto does survive. If it does, we're pretty excited within this ruling, within the document. And the court's finding a difficult decision, describing the scenario as a close call, and the court's decision is narrow. So the definition of security in the U.S. is typically pointed to the Howey test, a set of common standards that consider profit, expectations, and investment perspectives. So we'll find out right now if it is worth it. NBA Top Shop, if anybody was wondering what that is, it is basically going to find out if it's a security or not. I have a John Morant that is old, and right now it's tradable. And it's selling for about, going right now for $400. I sound absolutely absurdly insane. But yes, I do have one of these. I expect to get some money back. I have a bunch of NFT NBA Top Shops. Go to NBA Top Shop. You can get one of your own today. These are one of my moments. $400, top highest bid right now for this current, and it depends on the mint, what number. I have a low minted number, and you can find out. I have number 271 out of 35,000 of them. And John Morant is a very popular NBA player, so know and keep notable that it is a good price to put up when you have the top sale at $2,500. So imagine what the number one is, and that's obviously probably the number one. And if you see, I got two number 71 minted, so very important to see that. It could be a common, it's not a rare, but hey, some of these may all be rare. Not many people even know what NBA Top Shop is. I have a bunch of moments. So getting back to class.com, we'll have to pay attention and keep forward to that. The government is coming for crypto and your coins. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pay attention to that. That article doesn't mean too much, but I want to go over what's going on. 22,657 total crypto assets. There is about 230 missing from this. I think we had last time we talked about it. So not all assets are going to make it in this crypto space. Do understand, they are not all going to make it. They just don't want another FTX, and they're trying to weed out all the garbage. Obviously, as you can see here, first word FTX, Voyager. They're just basically, it's just a title to scare you. And really what's happening is they're weeding out some of the shit projects. So keep that in mind and keep that with a grain of salt. Wall Street, Pete, Sigdo, and crypto. We have all day. We have 9 hours and 53 minutes. So enjoy your work day. If you're watching this and it's a lunch break, or if you're watching this tonight and just sitting back and relaxing, we're keeping you up to date on some of the crypto news. And if there's anything important, we will come to you. That's why you hit the like and subscribe. But here we are on the daily, looking to finally get a big bounce outside the oversold zone. So we're in the oversold zone for Wall Street, Pete, and every time we are usually in there, we have bought at a good time. And if you see in the last trend, right, let's see what we did here. We got a buy signal here. Well, you could have bought Bitcoin at the 15.5 price. Imagine that. I doubt it. Last time we did touch, remember the touch the white line. Well, we haven't done that here until now. So pay attention to what's happening. Imagine what the bottom is there. But if you see the last time we did that again, it was a while ago. And the last time we came anywhere near to the price towards the bottom of this oversold, and even here, was April 17, 2022 and June 26 of 2022, and look at the prices that we bought. We could have bought the bottom here and got up and sold out at 25,000 before getting the signal to be oversold at the top of the overbought signal, which is up here. So this is how it works. This is Wall Street Pete's indicators. I don't have one. Holy shiznick. I would have one. I'm sorry. That's the actual TA indicator. And Wall Street Pete's indicator, I usually put it red, so that's why. But it's not good to keep it red because it would be the same kind. And if you see, we got that signal where we crossed the oversold, and it went way over the overbought, not oversold, overbought. And you got to pay attention. That was way overbought time. So now we're in the oversold area. I would be looking to long Bitcoin in this exact video. But please, as you pay attention, do not take this as financial advice. So Gary asked about Flocka. I'm a big fan of Flocka. I do like what is happening with Flocka. But we have to pay attention to, of course, what is going on. And as you can see, getting some boring sideways action. If I were to look at the daily and the 4-hourly real quick, Gary, kind of bullish there, but let's get back to the daily. The daily is about to swing bullish, but we're going to get some more downward momentum before we actually lift off. And if you see right here, and can I get rid of that indicator because it doesn't mean shit to me right now. You can see some of the last resistance spots here before we exploded and came down. I'm just showing two resistance levels. If you see, that's two resistance levels, right? Big resistance levels. We got two of them. If you see, we only got one, and then here's the second one. So as soon as the second one's over, we could get a repeat. Of these moves. So let's show you what I'm talking about for Flocka. And if this happens, ladies and gentlemen, you got to hit the like and subscribe because a gentleman like this only comes once in a lifetime. They shadow ban these videos because they do not want you to see this stuff. Because what happens is when we create a new high price, they go, holy shit, this guy's that good. I'm telling you, it's got to be that. I don't know what other possibility it is. And you could be as negative as you want with me. I'm not even going to pay attention to it. But when I do this shit, and I'm telling you, clone, now where we got to go on the bottom, that's what scares me. I don't have that yet. What is going on? It doesn't want to operate correctly. Hold on. Okay. So what I'm looking for here is a replica of that move. Now, to have the replica of that move, you would have to know where the bottom is for this price. Now, I would particularly say, well, I need to find out where this last price of support, if I was a guessing, man, and we're really guessing here, and I don't like to guess because you put me on the spot, Gary. 46.70, see that 46.70 price? That's probably where we're going to stop going down. I think we're done. I think we're going to turn this a little bullish here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 complete full days to the downside and got this big wick to the upside, and it hit resistance immediately where we see, so at the 55. So once we break out at the 55, we'll probably break around in this zone here sideways. As you can see, the next price as we get it there, after we figure it out, will be somewhere around here. So let's see if we did that right again. Let's see, about approximately. I think that the new price would be somewhere around here. So pay attention to that. That'd be the new price before we hit major resistance, maybe. Let's see what happens here. I'm very excited for this possibility. If you can see here, make this a little bigger, and that's what we're talking about. I've seen this happen many times before. These coins, these assets haven't been to this price in a long time, and boom, I didn't do this on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. I did not review this. We did this live, and look at us. Two big major resistance points at that price. I'm confident, Gary, and I know you're here. That's possibilities up to momentums that is got to be on the way soon. Bullish momentum, right? Talking about everything. We'll find out shortly if this head is going to come up to the upside of that 81 price. I think we're going to get there. I really do. This is pretty exciting. Like I said, the last time we were told to buy down here in the oversold zone, we got a nice move eventually to the upside, so it took some time. But if you realize these are days, so it could take days. So we'll probably get a downshift. We'll probably get a negative Sunday here. We'll probably get some falls, and then eventually somewhere around this zone here, we will come to the upside and bang through to 81. So if you are in this asset, double top formation pattern showing strong, actually, as I show you. So it's going to take time. It's going to take a couple days to come back through. We'll see if it happens sooner than later. But right now, double top formation forming. And let's get to the DXY finally to end the show. Very important. I wanted to get to the DXY. And if you've been following me all the way since October of 2022, you're going to be like, holy shit, Pete. You're pretty good with the DXY. And yeah, pretty good. As you see, we're getting on to the daily. We're getting overbought here on the DXY. And the DXY is about to have a little bit of some fall coming here on the next few days or whatever's happening. We're on the overbought zone, and we expect to fall. So DXY doing exactly what I have here. It's pretty insane. Let's erase some of it, clean it up so you can see what I'm talking about. As I said here today, double top pattern formation coming. We got a nice double top pattern formation here as it came through, and then we continued to fall. This was the head and shoulders pattern, and currently we are now finally developing that right shoulder perfectly coming in. It is now assuring me, and I do expect Bitcoin to prevail off this, and the rest of the market most likely. We're looking strong at this overtake here, and probably coming into this Sunday finally prevailing. So we may take some time. It is Thursday, the 23rd. So we'll have to wait till Sunday to see what the hell happens here. I've shorted Sunday every Sunday, and somehow lately I've not had an issue with that. As you can see, this trend even coming down as a trend as well. The rest of the market is doing that as well. But here we are. DXY, the dollar currency index for you, getting the right shoulder perfectly. We have the left shoulder perfectly for you. Now we're going to develop the right shoulder. What is in store for us? Well, we're going to find out. Do we break the support of the 196.98 here that we have? Do we finally test back down and come through, or do we bounce? That would be something to find out. So we have to pay attention to the macro. No problem, Gary. There is a lot of things going on right now we must pay attention to. Right now, the DXY is hopefully going to lose some steam right here. It's very, very notable and very important to find that out. So S&P coming into the traditional markets for some of you who do appreciate the traditional markets as we are getting ready to go. It seems like this is starting to occur more and more as I've noticed. Looks like the traditional market is going to make a comeback here. A lot of people don't see it. And what did I say? Well, every time, and I must have went over this too many times, we're looking for a nice buy zone on this lower price to come in at a higher gain. Here we are, right? Creating a new higher low. This is beautiful. What's a new higher low? Well, it's when the price dips all the way down and becomes a higher price than the dip down from before, which is the lower low. Now we're developing that as we had nothing here in the circle. We now finally filled it. It's beautiful. What we're doing is now hopefully containing and maintaining the steam back to the upside to do so. We're going to find 41.57, a major resistance point, and old support, as you can see here, if we had in March last year. So support from last year, resistance from last year. Let's see if we can break it in March or April. Looking for that to possibly happen. So let's pay attention to the date and the time frame here as we do have it somewhere about April 3rd. And hopefully this is no April Fools, right? DXY, and we need this Y and S&P, all this to happen. Why? It's very important for the S&P to do this. S&P to do this is very important, and we need to break that resistance. So let's see if we can do it, ladies and gentlemen. If we can break the resistance on here, we will look pretty strong, and I believe that the rest of the market, even Bitcoin included, will continue to go up. As you can see, these big strong moves and these big wicks to the upside. So let's see if we maybe fall a little bit more below here to get a nice pull up as we did last time. Not in the best zone on the daily for the S&P, so we're going to have to continue to pay close attention. As you can see here, if you go to the shorter time frame, double top pattern here, perhaps the market may get a little rejection coming in, a fake out with another M. So be close to that before we do hit the bottom here. We could see what happens. So we'll see. We may hit another low here, probably the bottom of this circle, and then retest. So let's see if we continue to create those new higher lows. Those are important. If we stop doing that, then we will trickle down a little further, all the way possibly down to the old support of 38.8. And that is a huge possibility the more and more I look at it. So watch that for the S&P. Very important. If we do that, and I love saying that line, if we do that, we're going to have to see if we get the right shoulder here to come back in before we get another test to the upside. And that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, will not be the new higher low. It'll probably come over here a little more. And if it does, we have to bounce way before and just get a liquidity grab. So S&P, DXY, very important to talk about. If you're paying attention to the Bitcoin prices, we're paying attention here. We do see that the 23.6, 23.7 Wall Street Beats prediction is coming ratherly nice, but we do have to watch these double bottom M patterns. Do we finish in an hour and 43 minutes in the 4-hourly to come back down and retest here? Most likely, so we'll see. And if we do start breaking through, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a 50% pullback here. We must bounce, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. It'll look like we will come back, test, and then find this 22.3. We're going to be in trouble. So that's why I really don't believe this is going to happen. I'd rather see the sideways borrowing action coming in all the way through March even and break out of here in the 1st of March. If we could do that through the 1st of March, if you see the time frame here, Thursday, February 28th was Thursday. If we could break out and coming to Wednesday from 1 week from now, I believe we could be ratherly bullish coming and fighting a bracket above here. So before I leave everyone, Wall Street Pete, sick though in crypto, I'm going to give you this now. 1 week from today, that is the 24th of February. I do believe that we are going to be looking pretty nice for the 1st of March. I think the 1st of March, a lot of people are going to be excited. March 1st, big rally. And call me crazy, but don't call me late for dinner. Call me Wall Street Pete. Sick though in crypto. I have a really big feeling, and a lot of times I talk about that, right? And then it happens. So we'll see what happens here coming in. But on the daily, we are nowhere near movement of what we want to see. We are getting the nice bounce off that oversold zone. I'm excited for that to happen. Can we get the next pull up and some value in here? We got to watch the volume. That's going to be very important. So if we can get back to the 1.3 trillion market cap, that would be very strong. Pay attention to that. I do like to see that happen. And then you'll see here some of these coins will move up. The other ones will not move just as much. You expect Bitcoin to move further, and then as Bitcoin does consolidate around the 28,000, then I expect all these coins I'll be putting money in, watching the altcoins bounce dramatically. So Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day we talk about this crypto news. 23.6 is a very important price. I hope you are paying close attention to that. Please hit the like and subscribe. I do see your crypto puppet in there. Thank you so much for that comment in the live. And at the end of this video, please let me know what you think. Do you think that Bitcoin is going to fall a little further? Do you think we are not done? I actually think we could bounce up here and get a nice rally coming in. But I do believe that it's going to take all the way from 1 week till now. So please pay close attention to our TA and what we say. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you soon in the next video.